wait for an audience to come if they do. It's the middle of the day, but it's when I feel like doing this, so it is what it is. Got a lot to talk about. You know, the middle of the day probably isn't the greatest time to do this. There's a lot going on in life right now. I got a homeless man sleeping on my couch right now in the middle of the day. And I just paid to order his birth certificate for him. Home is Kentucky. He's got 4 kids. And trying to get him an ID so I can get him on a Greyhound home, which means going further into credit card debt. What's up, neighbor? Just trying to wait for a couple of people to come in. I love how it says nobody's here and you're here. That's fascinating. As you guys come in, hit the thumbs up, please, and put a comment that you're here. We'll give it a couple minutes, just get a few people in here, hopefully. I was going to make a separate video, and I probably will, saying the same shit I'm saying in this video, just so more people can see it. A lot of people don't see the lives. Lots to go over. I wish my back would crack, god damn it. It usually does on this chair. Doesn't want to go. Oh, it doesn't want to go. Hey, Jonathan. I know, Jonathan. I'm not worried about it. I know you'll come get your saws when you can. You're good, neighbor. You get the time. If you need me to deliver them, let me know. I know life's busy and sometimes we don't have the money to pay for shit we need to pay for. So, you're good, bro. Okay, just give it another couple of minutes here, you guys. I hate that I'm going to say this twice, but I want to make sure as many people as possible get to hear it, because it has everything to do with this channel, its future, and plus my shop and my life. So I know I've mentioned a lot of times about the future of this channel being uncertain for financial reasons and health reasons, and I say a lot that I'm not going to take in any more customer work, and then I do. And when the doctor told me a couple weeks ago that every time I pull a cord I could paralyze myself, that's a hard reality to live with when pulling cord is your life. I'll say hashtag persevere, you only fail if you quit. And I've talked to a couple of the regulars on the channel, some of the older guys, and sought some advice on exactly what to say and what to do. And I've been reluctant to do this event because it's difficult. This is my life. This shop is my life. It's my future. And the future is looking very bleak. First things first, I'm officially closing down my shop to outside work. And that's most likely permanently, pending one major thing, whether I get my neck fixed or not. I have been trying to find a surgeon to do the surgery on my neck, but for different reasons. Hey there, Raul. Welcome, neighbor. For different reasons, I've been unsuccessful. My spine specialist did refer me to one of his friends that's a neurosurgeon up in Nashville. So I'm waiting on a call from them to get an appointment. And I'm waiting on a Dr. Cleclamp. He's an orthopedics doctor, and he specializes in the spine. He needs to see my MRI. He's gotten my report and my medical records from my previous ortho. Well, guess what, neighbor? I just took an hour-long shower not that long ago. Just because my hair looks scruffy and my face is oily, it's 105 degrees outside. So, Evan, guess what? Fuck you, neighbor. You don't like it, get the fuck out of here. Okay? My personal hygiene is none of your goddamn business, neighbor. Moving on, neighbors. We got a troll. Perfect. I'll take out my aggression on him as he trolls. Anyways. So, Dr. Cleclamp needs to see my actual MRI. And then he will determine if he wants to do anything or not. But if I don't get my neck fixed, I can't work on saws anymore. I had told you guys I'm working a lot toward being more a parts guy. Yeah, Evan, what a name. Cleclamp, not Click Clamp. You're very funny, buddy. You're not amusing at all. Go get a hug from somebody. You obviously have a lot of hate in your heart if you have to come on here and troll a disabled American that works his ass off for his neighbors. So guess what? That's what I got to say to you. You can suck my dick. Thanks, Jonathan. See, what you'll find out, Evan, is as my regulars come in here and you troll, they're going to jump on your ass. Because I'm a good dude. And I'll take care of shit. Okay? So, go fuck yourself. Normally, I'm a really nice guy, and I kill this kind of shit with love. But fuck you, neighbor. Anyways, guys. Moving on. The future of the channel is uncertain. I have mentioned to you guys, and I have a couple of videos auditing, incidental auditing. And I have a couple of videos of the good deeds I do. RC trucks. No, I don't have any RC trucks there, bud. Sorry. And the Bible says, that's right, goddammit. I'm going to talk about the Bible and what it says for a minute. No, you're right, Evan. I can't concentrate because guess what, neighbor? I have a fucking brain injury, smart guy. I was run over and I'm missing a piece of my brain. So, again, suck my dick, bro. See, this guy's fucking got me distracted now. Anyways, the Bible says, when you give in secret, not boastfully like the Pharisees do, so your Father in heaven can reward you openly. So there's a double side to going out and doing good deeds for my less fortunate neighbors like me and putting it on the internet. One, it's not giving in secret, but two, if you think about it, it sets an example of what we should do for our neighbors. I got this young man, Josh, sleeping on my couch right now. Okay? Brought him to my home to take a shower. He's in there, my unc's sleeping too. He could go steal all my fucking shit and run away right now. And I wouldn't even know. But you got to learn to be able to trust somebody at some point. And I ordered Josh his birth certificate today. And when that comes, we're going to take him to the Social Security Administration, get him a Social Security card. And when that comes, we're going to write him up a lease so he has an address to be able to go get his driver's license, his identification. And that way, I can put him on a Greyhound to get home. Okay? His story is not mine to share, so I'm not going to. But you can't judge somebody based on what their life is, past, present, or is going to be future. Well, you can, but you shouldn't. Okay, so my thing is, it doesn't matter if a person is a drug addict. Y'all know I've been there. I got a little over 3.5 years sober. It doesn't matter what the situation is. They're still a human being. And in the end, they're no less than you or I. whether you've been in tough situations or not. They're no less than you or I. Mama Dukes, what's up? Yeah, Mama Dukes, ain't that right? Poor Evan needs a hug. Hey, Evan, maybe Mama Dukes can give you a hug so you'll feel better and feel loved, neighbor, because I don't have it in me to love you right now. I just want to tell you, fuck you, you piece of shit. With a smile, though. Okay? I don't give a fuck how much you troll, neighbor. I don't give a fuck how much it distracts me. I don't hide the fact that I can't keep a one-track mind. My neighbors know this shit. So, that being said, I mentioned to Josh, I said, hey, have you ever seen those videos on YouTube where, no, neighbor, guess what? These are crowns. One of them broke. These are all my real teeth up top. I'm missing 4. That's what fucking drugs do to you, Evan. I bet you already know about that. I don't know if Josh is gay. It doesn't fucking matter, Evan. Doesn't matter if he's gay, if he identifies as a toothpick. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't care. That's not the point. And Josh said, yeah, I've seen those videos. I said, how do you feel about when your birth certificate comes, we make a little YouTube video? And he said, yeah, that sounds cool. And so, thinking about doing that kind of stuff. You know, I don't have a lot of homeless people in my town, but I can go an hour north and find thousands of homeless people that need help. I can go an hour east, an hour west, or an hour south. All major cities an hour away that are full of fucking homeless people. Well, Evan, if you're addicted to onion rings, why don't you plant you some onions, okay? Get you some chickens so you have fresh eggs, because they're better for you, okay? And the onions at the store are not good for you. So plant you some onions, get you some eggs, get you some flour. I would recommend you get untainted flour. It's really expensive, but it doesn't have all kinds of chemicals or bleach in it, okay? And then you take your onions once they're grown, peel them, slice them most of the way down, not all the way, so it blooms. Dip it in your egg, and then dip it in your flour, and fry it in some grease, dog. Okay? A lot cheaper. The eggs are to make the flour stick, Evan. Smart guy. So, there is consideration of doing that, but here is the challenge, you guys. I haven't worked in 6 days. Okay? Hey, Bobby. We got a troll, just so you know. Evan's a troll. He needs a hug. Everybody give Evan a virtual hug. Clearly his mommy and daddy didn't love him right. Like many of us, our mommy and daddy didn't love us enough. Clearly Evan hasn't come to terms with his past trauma. And he has no life. Because he has to come on the internet and troll people. I haven't worked in 5 days. I did 2 lives on neighbor Braden's 193T, and we did a tear down of 3 saws, and one of those was to be him. Oh goodness. See, Evan, I knew your parents didn't love you right, neighbor. I can tell by what you're doing. I told you, as I said I got the brain injury, that I was fucking run over, neighbor. Do you see my shoulder, dummy? Okay? You think I look dirty because I'm wearing a tank top. I don't care about my appearance. I am not trying to impress anybody, Evan. I've been single for over 10 years, and it's going to stay that way. Yeah, Braden, I'm about to piss you off, buddy. So, I'm glad you're here, because you're never coming to my fucking shop again. Anyways, I went ahead and tore those saws down live, and with no deposit, worked all night to try and build Braden a saw. The saw wasn't running right. Ended up having a pinhole air leak, where one of my bolts to bring the pin to the cylinder connects. And so, I lent him my personal 192T. The problem was that when I was trying to figure out what was wrong with this saw, I had both saws on a bench with the caps open so that fuel and oil didn't spray everywhere while I was working on the carburetor. Why I took the oil caps off, I don't know. They had nothing to do with fuel delivery. But I went to flip both saws to the side to continue to work on them and switch parts. It spilled gas and oil fucking everywhere. And I mixed up the carburetors. So by the time Braden got here, my personal saw had a bad carburetor on it. And it would start fine one time and then not start fine the other times. However, my neighbor went ahead and paid his $300 and took my personal saw, but it didn't perform for him. Now, take this however the fuck you want, Braden, but a lot of people don't know how to work a chainsaw that's being an asshole. I could have taken that saw and worked with it fine, but it's a little bit different pulling cord when you're up in a tree, being held on by nothing but spike boots and a rope. And so I understood when my neighbor said, I need to bring that saw back and get a refund. My shit doesn't say anything about refunds. My warranty covers fixing your saw or replacing it. I had literally just paid my credit card bills with the money he spent on his saw. So what'd I do? I busted my motherfucking ass after working all night for several more hours to ensure this kid had a fucking saw. Did he have to travel a lot? Yeah, he's an hour and a half away. But when somebody does that for you, and you say you're going to give them business, and they tell you what one of the best saws for you to have is, and you go buy it, and now you're flipping it, that's fucked up. I deserved your business, asshole. I deserved you to buy a $250 from me and use it in your arsenal. Okay? So, don't ask me to work on that $271. The answer is no. So that being said, you guys know I try real fucking hard to be nice to everybody. I try real hard. Even people that are shitty to me. Go back to this channel. Comments. Daryl, what's up, neighbor? Go back to the comments in this channel. When people say stupid shit like what Evan's doing, I'm not even reading his chat anymore. I'm just ignoring it. I kill it with kindness. And 3 months ago, I would have never said shit to Braden. I would have just said, well, you know, good for you. I can't blame somebody for getting their own hustle on. But at the same time, when somebody goes that far for you and works their ass off that much for you and promises you any saw they buy from you will run like that fucking saw's running, a mint saw, even gave him a brand new 16-inch steel or 14-inch steel bar and chain off of my saw, my personal 192. I can't run my 192 with a 16-inch bar and chain the way I need to with my disability. So I have no bar and chain for my saw, nor do I have a carburetor. My personal saw. Because when I tell somebody I'm going to produce, I'm going to do anything and everything the fuck I can. Braden, I'm not even reading what you have to say, neighbor. I'm not going to get in an argument with you right now. I spoke my piece. That's it, bro. I ain't got time for bullshit. I ain't got time for nobody not understanding why I feel the way I feel right now. So sorry, kid, but I don't have time for you. That's where I'm at right now. Okay? So that being said, shit like that really takes a toll on me. Okay? It's difficult. I work my motherfucking ass off. So let's see what Braden says. Fuck it. How is me going and buying a saw? I used it and didn't really like it. I personally don't like it. You got your preference and I have mine. Well, here's the thing. You might personally not like it because I'll guarantee you that saw is not running at its proper performance. Because if it was, you would fucking like it. Jonathan Luna, tell him how good the 025 MS250 is. There's a reason Jonathan Luna has at least 2 and maybe 3 of them shits. Army Airborne, no, everyone doesn't work their ass off. I've met a lot of lazy people in my life. My uncle's one of them. When he was calling for job interviews at McDonald's and shit, he told them, I can't stand for very long, so all I could do is a drive-through or front counter, and I'd have to have a chair to sit down in. Ain't nothing wrong physically with my uncle. Not a goddamn fucking thing. A little bit of arthritis in his back. Who doesn't have arthritis at 56 years old? You know? That being said, there's no more saw work because I can't work. My neck hurts so bad. And the reason my neck hurts so bad is because I pushed too hard on Braden's saw. I should have just told him, sorry, don't know what to tell you. I don't give refunds, but I'll build you a saw. It'll be ready in a day or two. Because then I've only been down. See, there you go. Read this comment, Braden. All my saw guys, tell Braden how good the fucking 025 MS250 is for a mid-range saw. Well, Evan, what I see is you not being nice. I haven't been reading your comments, and that's because of you. Was that Adam that messaged me? If it was, I'm gonna be shocked as shit. It's the group text, so I can't tell who sent the text right now without clicking off the live. I don't know if I will work on saws again in the future, because again, it's contingent on my neck. With this channel, that's the next thing. I also don't know. I have footage. I was having issues uploading videos just as in the past because of internet issues and whatever bad luck issues, I don't fucking know. And so I say fuck it. Well, Evan, I guess keep trying to be nice, neighbor. That's good. I'm glad. Appreciate it. Again, Braden, the reason you got saw is because you bought it filthy fucking cheap used. I'll guarantee you, I'm 95% certain that saw either has an air leak or them rings are worn to shit. Because I can give you this 025 on my floor right now, and then I can give you Jonathan Luna's 025, and you'll think this 025 on the floor is a 170. Why? Because the rings are fucking worn out on it, neighbor. That's why. I'll guarantee you, Jonathan's 025 that I built him, and his other 025 that I rebuilt him, will run fucking circles around the 025 on my floor that needs refurbished. Run circles around them. Probably cut twice as fast. I don't know, Evan. I never really paid much attention to that. My saws don't kick back too much. Anyways. I haven't even felt well enough to upload footage. That's why a live event doing this is easier. It's a little bit harder because my live events are small and we have 1,600 viewers on this channel. Well, Mama Dukes, I already told you why. Because like many of us, Evan hasn't been loved. And when we haven't been loved, we tend to take our unresolved trauma out on our neighbors. Well, here's the thing, Braden. You did never mention bringing them saws to me. Not once. And why would you buy those saws when I've got a beautiful fucking 271 sitting on my bench? It's going to cost you more to bring in the $150 saws plus your gas both ways to drop them off and pick them up. And then my labor to fix them up would have cost you more than buying the 2 saws from me. So don't put it on me, Braden. Maybe you need a fucking hug too, neighbor. Don't put it on me. That ain't right. That's typically what people do. Well, you did this, so it's not my fault. You said you bought a couple saws. You didn't say I bought these saws, I want to bring them to you. That's what a normal person would have done if that really was their intention. So sorry, neighbor. You can be mad all you want, but I don't need your business no more because I've accepted fucking financial defeat, financial ruin. Go ahead, Evan. No, Evan, I have never banned a single fucking person from this channel, and I most likely never will. Because this is America, and we have freedom of speech. And if you want to say, what am I having, clit reconstruction? Well, you live in America probably. And if you don't, I do, so I believe in freedom of speech. And I would never impede on somebody's freedom of speech. Braden, did I say I was mad at you? No, neighbor, what I did is express that you done me dirty. And you can't acknowledge that. Okay? So, just, it is what it is, neighbor. It is what it is. Okay? It will be what it will be. I don't need your fucking business because I can't work. And I wouldn't want it anyways. You wasn't planning on bringing them saws to me. That's bullshit. Or you would have said, I got these saws. Can you look at them for me? Not I was planning to bring them to you, but you didn't respond. Why didn't I respond? Because I wanted to see if you would have said, I'm planning on bringing these saws to you. That's why I waited an entire fucking day to respond to you. So, again, fuck you, kid. I'm 38 years old. I got way more life experience than you, and I'm hella emotionally fucking smart. So don't try and play me like that. Yeah, that's what he's doing, Daryl. Mind games. So let's see. You passed the test. You're okay, neighbor. Well, Evan, appreciate it. Normally, I wouldn't have told you to fuck you. I don't care. But I'm just at that. Hopefully, Evan, next time you'll start off nice. Evan, not joking. I've done this to about 100 people and about 8 that I am still talking with. You're an interesting guy. I'll subscribe, and I'm sorry to you and Mama. Well, Evan, I accept your apology. But here's the thing that you have to think about. We're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, look at that. 2 veterans just killed themselves at the beginning of that and the end. Every 20 seconds in this country. That's just veterans. I don't remember the statistics on regular people, but it's higher than that. Okay? So here's the thing, Evan, you have to think about, neighbor. I'm going to give you some advice. You can take it or leave it. Like Mama Duke said, you should have started out nice. I get trying to test somebody like that. I understand. But at the same time, there are different ways you can test somebody's character. Okay? Somebody could be on the edge, Evan. Somebody could be so just severely depressed and wanting to give up on life. And it only takes one person being an asshole to where they end up stringing up or popping a bunch of pills. Or it only takes one comment. Yeah, Braden, I honor my word. Your warranty is still good. Absolutely. But you won't need to bring that saw in unless you fuck it up. Yeah, I'll honor all my warranties. I'm a man of my word. But there shouldn't be no issues with that saw. Very rarely do saws come back to my shop during the warranty time. Yes, it was Mama Dukes. I'll give him credit. Bro, that's not true. What's not true? So you see, we've just had like 15 people just in America commit suicide already in just the past couple minutes. That's why I say that, Evan. You have to be careful. Well, there's Mr. Surge. Neighbor, I'm a small engine mechanic. I'm disabled. I have stenosis in my neck. I have no disc left. And my spine is pressing on my spinal cord. And every time I pull chainsaw cord, I could become paralyzed. Every time I fall because I have bad balance and I fall in my yard, I could become paralyzed. And so I'm telling my neighbors what's going on, that I have to shut my shop down. Okay? So yeah, all the projects that are here now, I will complete. I just don't know when. I haven't been able to work for 5 days. It's because I pushed myself too hard for Braden. Way too hard. But I wanted his business. I wanted all his saws to come from me because he just started a tree business. And so when you go buy 2 saws and you send me a picture and you're asking me questions about all kinds of saws and I'm giving my time to you, is what it is. So, yes, Mama Dukes, most of us are unstable. I'm a little confused there. What did I miss? 22 a day. Is that, Nerd in Exile, is that how many Americans commit suicide outside of veterans? Or is that what that number is? I can't keep up with the damn chat. I didn't bring my other phone out and I can't see the damn chat from over here. Oh, that's right. Anyways, Curtis, I didn't say hey neighbor as you came in. I'm so sorry about that. Did you, Dirty? It's because I'm distracted. There's a lot of people talking. You too, Curtis. I almost called you last night, but I ended up calling Rob because we were supposed to talk on Saturday. And either we both forgot or we didn't have time. I forgot. I didn't know who was supposed to call who, and I forgot. So Rob might have forgot or didn't know who was calling who either. Anyways, we talked last night. No, you're good, Evan. You said your piece. You said what you were doing. You're being nice now. That's good enough for me. You know, you do your neighbor dirty, say you're sorry, make it right. Simple as that. Braden's 19. He should learn that concept. Thinks he didn't do me dirty, but he did. So with the channel, I will be trying, if I can feel good enough, to upload some of the older footage and some of the footage from the past couple of weeks. I have a couple more videos on Braden's saw still that we're going to put up, hopefully. And then basically, I'm kind of in a limbo right now. And no, I'm not Catholic. So, no, I don't believe in that shit. I'm in a spot where everything is contingent on my neck. Yeah, Mama Dukes, he's only 19. Yeah, I know. At 19, I did a lot of dumb shit and didn't understand a lot of shit about how we're supposed to treat our neighbors at 19 either. I think I understood a lot more than most people. I've always been very emotionally intelligent. I'm just awkward. Don't fit in. But that's okay. I got my crowd of misfits. So, for anybody that doesn't know, I mentioned earlier, I've got this guy sleeping on my couch. And guess what? Yesterday, when I bought him food, he flat out told me, shit, if I had some meth, I'd be smoking it. Like I said, he could go steal all my shit right now. He's inside my house, and I can't see my house because I only have one monitor for my cameras that I can watch. I achieved what I set out to do, and I think I've made a new friend. I rattled you, but you never got overly hurt or over the edge. You're a stand-up guy. I need to go crazy on your rings. Well, Evan, nice to meet you, neighbor. Glad you subscribed to the channel. Hope we can make your life better and easier. Well, Curtis, I don't know. I think I hold the title for that. Braden, I don't know you well enough to say you're pretty respectful for your age or not. I've got plenty of young guys that have brought shit to my shop. This is the South. We're a lot different than Yankees. However, again, young man, you might not see it, but you fucking did me dirty. Period. And you just did me dirty in these comments, passing the blame to me. Well, I didn't respond. Well, neighbor, I'm trying to take care of a 56-year-old man-child, a dog, 2 cats, a house, trying to fix vehicles, trying to fix all my neighbor's shit, trying to run an eBay store. Maybe that's why I didn't respond. You ever stop to think about that, young man? Probably not. See, the expression on my face makes it look like I'm angry. I'm not. I'm upset. And if there's anger, it's only this much. And it's righteous anger, in my opinion. And I've thought about it. I wanted to make sure I wasn't just rash to feelings. Okay? Because it can't always be about feelings. But most of the time it is. We're human beings. We're meant to feel. Our DNA is designed to have emotions and feelings. So, onion rings. Oh my goodness, this guy must really legit love fucking onion rings. Hopefully, Daryl. Some people grow up, some don't. You know? But to me, the thing is, you know, a lot of times, people find me abrasive, and the reason is because I'll speak my mind. And here's the thing. If I wasn't closing down my shop, I would have spoke my mind about Braden and said, you're still welcome to bring your shit here to be worked on, but I feel you did me dirty. But I just don't care anymore. There's Ted Natso! What's up, neighbor? You missed a lot, dude. But I know you'll go back and watch this when you can, so you're good. You'll be able to catch up. And that being said, that's about fulfilling obligations. I almost have the room to roll out Ted's bar I'm donating to him. But it could be forever. But Ted knows he'll get that shit. Okay? I will still fulfill those obligations. I am just trying to get my neck to a point to where I can actually... I come out here and I work for 10 minutes and I'm like, I can't. I gotta go back to bed. I can't do it. You know? The one thing I try to make sure I do each day is ship out my eBay shit. Yeah, Curtis, I guess you missed it. A couple of you guys missed it. I'll give you the brief summary here in a minute. I try to walk my dog a mile every day because she's fat as hell. We don't have another dog for her to play with. There's no dog parks around here. And I think a dog having to sleep 24 hours a day because they have nothing else to do is not a good life for them. We all love our sleep, don't get me wrong. But there's no life if you're asleep 24 hours a day. Yeah, I've been in bed for 5 days, Curtis, but getting up enough to walk the dog and ship out my eBay stuff, you know. So I haven't been able to work. I keep trying and I just can't. 10 minutes in, everything starts burning down my arms really bad, and I got to go back inside and lay on my bed flat, no pillow. I can't use a pillow anymore. You know, it hurts my neck too much. And I don't sleep much because of my pain. So yeah, Curtis, I am closing up my small engine shop for now. You're welcome for the laptop, neighbor. See, there's another example. I fulfill my word. Sometimes it takes me forever. It's just life. I'm disabled. When I started this channel, I tell all my neighbors that bring shit to be fixed, you know. They ask how long will it take, and I tell them it's contingent on this, 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 and this. And one of them is my health. Your shit might not get worked on for a week because I can't work. Yeah, you're welcome, Braden. I believe you appreciate it, but you didn't appreciate it enough, neighbor. And I get you don't have a lot of money, but neither do I. But I told you I'd work with you. Straight up, neighbor. I wanted to build your whole fucking arsenal. All you saw was to come from me. That's what I wanted. Like I did to Timber Bros. They closed up their business, but my work wasn't in vain. We got a lot of great content for the channel early on. A couple, you know, when we started almost 2 years ago. Jimbus Maximus! What's up, neighbor? Yeah, that's the other thing, Jimbus. I'm glad you came in. As far as memberships, I know we only have a few, but I don't know what kind of content I'll be able to put out. I don't know. I've got lots of videos I can put up, but again, I cannot focus. Like, I try to make my uncle's food, and it's taken me 2 and 3. Yeah, Curtis, you gotta pay for that shit, neighbor. You still gotta pay for that, but I don't care if it takes you a year. That was my deal. I ain't in no rush, and whenever. Is that what it was? I thought it was right around there. Yeah, but you know, I told you, Braden, about the horror stories of people buying used saws. Okay? And again, my whole thing is, gotta put you guys on live support. My whole thing is, you put it on me that, well, I sent you a picture of the saws, and I was gonna bring them to you, but you didn't respond. You have no idea why I didn't respond. I legit told you what my health is, okay? And I shared with you things that nobody else knows, not even my closest subscribers. Why? Because I was fucking tired and weak in the moment. Okay? That's what it is. I gotta plug you guys into live support. Sorry, my ugly face is up in yours. Did it work? Is our power all fucked up again? Hell shit. For some reason, we had power to this box, but now we don't. Well, shit. I gotta plug you guys in on somewhere else, I guess. Bear with me, shit! Having a stroke of bad luck for the moment. God damn it. Oh, where you guys going? What the hell are you doing? Okay, we're gonna go over to the desk. Plug this shit in and see if it reaches the other side of the room, because the AC will be loud if I put you guys right next to it. Oh, look at that. We got Uncle's nice long ass cord. Barely fits. How about we put you guys on the mess? Let's make a stack. Move some shit around. How's that? Can you guys deal with that? Is that okay? Are you charging? You're charging. Excellent. So, yeah, no fret, Curtis. Whenever. I don't care if it takes a year. You're good. I'll trust you. Yeah, that's right. I'm very fucking real. Yeah. Yeah, Jonathan. I remember that 028. That shit was burnt up. But I fixed it, didn't I? God damn it. Look here. I got 2 parts to put on this 200T. And whilst at my price, it'll sit for a little while to find the right buyer. I ain't even been able to finish that. This hand does this non-stop, okay, when I lift it away from my body. I have carpal tunnel in my hands as well. Thanks, Kenneth. Appreciate that. I just been trying to sell you fucking top handle, Luna. 200T is really for a guy that climbs trees or just wants a badass saw to use around his house and can afford it. That's for rich guys. I mean, you can get them cheap, but you never know what you're going to get. That's the problem, buying used. You never know what the fuck you're going to get. I almost know for certain what's wrong with that 271 you have, Braden. I'll almost guarantee it. It's leaking on the transfer cover. And I can tell you how to fix it. I appreciate that, Braden. See? Not being defensive is the best way. You softened my heart, Braden, by saying that. Because I believe you. But I believe you need to understand that it's not right to say I was going to have you work on these saws. And again, I did explain to you that you could buy an 025 on the internet and have me rebuild it for you, but I got a fucking pile of them. And it's going to cost you more. Jonathan Luna brought me an 025 with a Roach motor. He paid more to have that saw refurbished than he could have bought a refurbished 025 from me for. He paid like $383 on that saw. Now, granted, part of it was buying his new bar and chain. I think we bought a new bar and chain for that one. A steel bar and chain, because Jonathan likes his steel bars. He likes to have steel bars on his saws whenever he can. Weed is chilled. Yeah, I can't smoke weed, Kenneth. It makes my pain worse. So, all of that being said, memberships, that's where I got tracked off of. I know there's only like 5 of you, and a couple of you are in here right now. There are no promises. I cannot give you my word that I will continue to put out videos, because I know when it's been a week and I've just been discouraged about doing anything and everything, even this live event. Just absolutely discouraged. My pain, I cannot focus. You guys know I'm scatterbrained enough as it is. And my pain trying to push through it and work, why I'm not doing it right now, when I say I can't, it's more of a I won't, because I know I'm just spinning my wheels. Because what happens, I appreciate that, Braden. Thank you, neighbor. Love you. I'm a very forgiving person. I'm a very forgiving person. I just like people to try and understand both sides of it. And that's why I said, you know, I can't blame you trying to get your hustle on, flipping that saw. You didn't like it, I get it, but I know why you didn't like it. It's not, there's no way. I couldn't see a young man like you that's saying he likes saws not liking a proper running 025. Like Jonathan Luna's with 190 pounds of fucking compression, and we don't understand how it's that high. But the saw runs fine. Let me make some money and I'll pay what I owe. Don't put the pimp hand on me, please. What did you say, Curtis? I want to get my pimp hand out. Yeah! Pay me my money, bitch! No. Don't fret, Curtis. I'm not worried about it. Angel's like, what the fuck was that about? What'd I do? That's my fatty bundings for anybody that doesn't know. That's my ride or die bitch right there. This dog's been through me fucking tweaking out on meth and shooting my floor up with a pistol because I thought somebody was under my fucking house. It probably was, but I don't know. It was kind of weird. All the neighbors were looking over the fence and shit. It was a weird situation, but no matter how much I feel a lot of the shit that happened on my 2 meth benders, I'll never know if I was just paranoid, because everything seems so fucking real that happened. Everything. So, that being said, well, Braden, I'm definitely, right now my shop's closed up. Unless it's a warranty claim, my shop's closed up. I can't do it right now. Kenneth, this is Kenneth guy. Kenneth, are you like Daryl, just puffing on God's green? Enjoying life, chillaxing. That's nice. I so wish I could smoke weed. It just makes me hurt so bad. I think weed needs to be legalized everywhere. I really do. It's a fucking plant that the creator put on this planet. No matter what you believe in, there's a creator. Okay? I don't give a shit at what you believe. I don't care. Just want to love you, neighbor. It's weed is good for a lot of things. So memberships, those members, Some of you are paying $3.99 a month, and some of you are paying $7.99 a month. I will not be upset if you guys cancel your memberships, either temporarily or permanently. All my members are great supporters of the channel. You know what? I don't know if Blanche is in the mass text. Yeah, right. It'd be funny to watch somebody high on meth peeping out the windows. Don't you see them? They're all in the woods. It's the FDA. I really do enjoy helping people. I don't know that there's a single person on the planet, on this continent, I should say, that will just openly bring somebody that's openly admitting they're a drug addict to their house and leave them alone inside their home. Isn't that stupid what I'm doing? Well, maybe, but at the same time, I'm showing him love. This guy's stuck here, okay? He's stuck here. And of course, what got him stuck here? A female. He needs to get home. He's got 4 kids. He lost his identification. He doesn't believe in panhandling because he doesn't want to upset the other panhandlers around here. He doesn't like to ask for help, which is pride. But I don't either, because it's not easy to ask people to help you when you're in a situation like that. Shit, what's that say? Thanks, Braden. I will let you know, neighbor. That sounds fair enough. Bill W. did... Oh! Oh, shit. Anyways, I would like to do that kind of thing. But you guys also know there's mental health challenges. And it's awkward for me. Like, I can't just walk up to somebody with a camera recording. I want to ask their permission first, even though you don't have to. If you're in a public place, you do not have to ask to record anybody. It's your First Amendment right. There's no expectation of privacy in public places. Kenneth, I'll give you a shout out, neighbor. You got mental problems, and it sounds like you smoke marijuana. I hope it helps your mental problems. There's your shout out. Neighbor Kenneth. And so we'll see what happens. But the most important thing that I want to say out of all of this, you can go back and pause the video later if you can't see this, but we'll do our little skit here. Here's my hobby business I'm shutting down. Here's me. Here's my phone number. Yes, that's my actual personal cell phone number. Here's my email. Here's where we are right now. Here's some of the shit I do, some of the shit I'm not going to be doing anymore, and some of the shit I'll probably continue doing. And here's my address. Please don't come shoot up my house. All I have is a moldy, filthy, dilapidated trailer. Braden, I think maybe a year and a half ago I did some videos on that, but I just have a hard time explaining it. Listen, there's a guy named The Repair Specialist. His channel is 99% carburetor. He can teach you everything you need to know about a 2-stroke carburetor and understanding how it works. That way you can diagnose other problems. The other video, if you search how to tune a carb, I do not like the man that runs the channel. It's called Tin Man Saws. He's a fake piece of shit, in my opinion. Because you don't heart comments that say they're going to come rape your wife and beat your newborn baby. You didn't read your comments. So don't lie and say you read all the comments. I don't like YouTubers that do that. It might take me 5 or 10 days to get to a comment, but I respond to every single comment on this channel. And I try my best to respond to replies, but YouTube doesn't give me notifications, so I have to manually go in and filter the results of the comments because there's so many, they're not easy to find. So like if you guys comment and then I reply to your comment and then you reply to my reply, I have to filter to find that. It doesn't just automatically come up like the other comments do when I click on my comments tab on the computer. That sounds like your inlet needle. If there's gas coming out of the carb, if the saw is flooding, your inlet needle might not be seated in your carburetor, but I'll almost guarantee you that saw's got an air leak at the transfer cover. I'll almost guarantee it. Yeah, also, that carburetor on that saw has restrictors on it. I know I have shown a video of how to remove those restrictors. So I would look up on this channel, search this channel specifically, Braden, and I show you how to drill out a little thing. There are other ways, but that's just the easiest, quickest way for me to get those restrictors off that fucking carburetor, because it might be that your restrictors are preventing you from tuning that carb where it needs to be. Those restrictors are EPA regulated, and a lot of times the saw is either only able to be run too lean, most of the time too lean on the high end, and usually too rich on the low end, but oftentimes too lean on both. Yeah, Curtis is right. A ported saw, you really do. There's no tuning it necessarily with a tack, because when you port it, it's going to change your max RPM and everything, you know. So you're getting more airflow. You can get faster speed out of the saw and shit. So, anyways, we did that. That's kind of the shit I want to do. I'd love to do a video with Braden or with Josh today, you know, about what we did, and just kind of follow his story on getting him back to Kentucky, you know. But I'm not sure. I don't know, you guys. I'm honest. I'm just telling you straight up, I need some time to work on my health. I told you guys about my liver and the medication in the past. It is just fucking draining me. It just is making me so tired and giving me body aches like I have the flu. Yeah, I'll heat tune so long. I do it by ear. Oh, I've tuned so long. Yeah, I can tell. That's why I called you for advice. That's why I talked to you, Curtis, when I was trying to port that 026 and 200T, which unfortunately both haven't worked out. The 026, I think I just need to put some rings on it, because I didn't want to put new rings on it, because I just wanted to see if it would start and run. And it did, but not for very long, but don't see anything wrong. Anyways, so let's see. Covered, I'm shutting down the shop. We covered members canceling if you guys choose to. We covered, I'm going to try to put out videos I already have recorded. In order to sell on eBay, I have to tear down saws still. And wash saws and stuff. I'm not able to right now. And it sucks, because I have $18,000 in credit card debt. And then I owe $10,000, no, let's see, $400, so I paid $4,000 on my building, almost. So I owe about $10,000 on this building still that we're in right now. And then I owe $4,500 on the mower I just got, because I didn't have time or energy to work on my own damn mower. So I had to go buy a new one, because I got a big ass yard I got to cut. So, and then we covered future of the channel. It's unlikely it will be chainsaws. It all really is, you guys. It is all contingent on my neck getting fixed or not. I'll share with you one other thing, what I did last night. I don't much believe in AA and NA. It works for some people, but there are a couple of things I have issue with. Having to call Jesus a higher power in general. Not being able to talk about specific drugs you're struggling with or have struggled with. There's very many restrictions. And then I don't like, if somebody's been clean for 28 years, in my opinion, they're no longer an addict. So to have to say, hi, my name is Matthew and I am an addict after 3.5 years of sobriety, I don't like. Because redemption is not, I'm still this thing. We all, every fucking human being on this planet has an addictive personality. You're either addicted to food, you're addicted to media, or you're addicted to work, you're addicted to pussy, you're addicted to cock, you're addicted to soda, you're addicted to cigarettes, you're addicted to family, you're addicted to the army life. Thank you for your service, Kenneth. So we're all addicted to something. You're addicted to animals, maybe. Lots of people are addicted to animals. Speaking of, Fatty Buntings has gone out into 105-degree weather. I hope she's going away under the trailer. read what you wrote there, Kenneth. I read it before you retracted it, neighbor. Ha! Oh, no, she came back in. I went to an NA meeting last night. There's two factors that drive me to do drugs, and it's challenging whether you consider narcotics drugs or not. Because for me, it was putting the needle in my arm when I was doing heroin and cocaine and smoking crack. I suffer chronic pain, but the challenge is with pain medicine, if a doctor doesn't give me a high strength, then I'm going to take way extra because I have a very high tolerance. Thanks, Jimbus. Love you too. And like I said, everybody has my contact info. That ain't going to change, okay? I'm always here if you need to talk, text, share a burden, release a burden, confess your sins, get advice, whatever. Need help with us all? Just message me, call me, email me, text me, whatever. You guys can still do that, okay? Let's get back on track. So why did I go to an NA meeting last night? For 3.5 years, I had no desire for drugs. Well, no, I gotta say for 3. For 3 years, I had no desire for drugs. But when I started having this pain in my neck that I have now, I started seeking out doctors to help me with surgery. None of them will help me. And I made it blatantly honest up front. Narcotics is not an option because I used to be a drug addict. What'd they do? Send me to a pain clinic. I've had countless injections, and none of them have worked. The greatest factor that drives most people to drugs is emotional. And for the first probably 5 months, no, I want to say 3 actually, about 3 months, first 3 months of my neck hurting really bad, that's when I was paying Tanya $80 per massage 2 to 3 times a week to try and get some pain relief, but it was only in the moment relief. You know, I always felt so bad because after the hour or hour and a half session, she'd ask me, how do you feel? And I'd have to be honest with her and say, I feel the same. It's that my neck still hurts really bad. There's no change in my pain level. But the massages felt great, you know? And so it was pain relief for an hour or an hour and a half. So the first 3 months, it was my pain. Or after, yeah, the first 3 months, it was just my pain. Making me go to the doctors because I hadn't been in doctors in 4 or 5 years. I had lost all my faith in the doctors because of what they did to me after my accident and how they just cut me off of narcotics in Florida, and that's why I ended up on heroin. If they'd have never done that, I'd have never ended up doing heroin, crack, cocaine, meth. I'd have never ended up doing none of that. But because of the whole story that we're going to tell eventually, that is the other thing. I might just start putting out videos telling my life story because I want to write a book. I've been wanting to write a book for a long time, but there's so much up there, and I'm detail oriented. So, and you guys know I skip all over the place, but I usually come back to anything and everything I've said. I usually finish most of my thoughts that I start. So if you pay attention and you're like, he just totally switched gears halfway through his thought, I will usually close that thought out. It's kind of odd. It's like a book. Anyways, that being said, there's so much there that it's just, I don't know. And when our view count has dropped so drastically on this channel, it's discouraging as well. So the reason I went to an NA meeting last night is because when the doctors won't help me, and I mean by surgery, I tried physical therapy, I tried all kinds of injections. I don't believe that telling somebody that used to be a drug addict that narcotics is the only option, and we're going to give you a little tiny narcotic. I was on fucking 30 milligrams of oxycodone. I'm sorry, 15 milligrams of oxycodone every 4 hours. And I was on Oxycontin OP 60 milligram twice a day. So if you tell me you're going to put me on a 5 milligram Vicodin, I'm going to tell you no. Because I know what the fuck will happen. It's a dangerous rabbit trail. Okay? And what happens is Curtis, Ted, Jimbus, if Blanche was in here, and others, you could back me on this. Pain feeds depression, and depression feeds pain. So if physical pain is so much, so frequent, so bad, taking you away from so many things you want to do, have to do, or enjoy doing in life, you start becoming depressed. And then when you're depressed, almost always, your depression is going to make your physical pain even worse, because you're depressed because of your physical pain. Obviously, there are other factors involved with that, but I'm talking about the main aspect of it. And so, I found myself wanting to go find pain pills because I hurt so bad. And I've been having a lot of mental struggles since my neck started hurting like it does. I have a hard enough time without being in this kind of pain, living life and staying positive and trying to encourage others. So I thought, well, I can't go into a facility for rehab, even though I'm not doing drugs. I called to find out when an NA and where was a close NA meeting, because most of the ones in my tiny little town don't show up on the locator for some reason. You've got to drive an hour away just to go to a meeting, and I'm like, I just can't do that. That's too much gas and too much time out of my day when I have to work all day. But I thought, what else is there to do? I find myself trying to think. You see, the one thing I can tell you, people, places, things can help you stay off of drugs if you're wanting to get clean. If you're struggling with drugs out there, if you move to somewhere you've never been and you don't know a fucking soul, it's not easy to find drugs, I promise you. Unless you're in a big city. But if you move out into the country like I am, you might be able to find meth, but that's about all you're going to find around here. So if that's not your DOC, well, you're fucked. You're going to have to go to Nashville or one of the bigger cities. Okay? And that's what I find myself. I almost had to wake my uncle up in the middle of the day yesterday because I wanted to run to Nashville. I found myself like, okay, at this point, I really don't want to take anything other than an actual narcotic, like a pill. I don't want to do heroin to help my pain, okay? I found myself thinking, fuck it, I hurt so bad that if I have to go to Nashville and find that, I'm going to do it. And it's almost like you feel like your only way of staying sober is to be locked in a cage so you can't go get high, or to be fucking supervised 24 hours a day. And my uncle would have. He would have known, well, I might fall asleep at work and get fired. He's an overnight security guard, and if they fall asleep, it's immediate termination. There's no second chances. Okay? He would have got up with only a few hours of sleep and just sat and watched me and helped me not walk out the door. But fortunately, I was able to find an NA meeting here in my town. And again, to close the thought about NA from earlier, I don't give a fuck what anybody believes, and I struggle with what I believe. But what I do know is there's no way the Big Bang is true. There's no way all these feelings and emotions in my head came from a fucking ball of gas. And everybody that wants to argue, well, nothing comes from nothing. Okay, so then the Big Bang, nothing came from nothing. Or something came from nothing. Their argument is, where did God come from? And again, whatever God you want to choose, it doesn't matter. I just know there's a creator. It's the same thing. It's no different me saying, well, where the fuck did your ball of gas come from? For you saying, well, where the fuck did your creator come from? Well, neither one of us fucking knows. Isn't that the great mystery of life? We're not going to know for sure until we're fucking dead. And then we might not know, because if there's nothing after life, like a lot of people believe, well, then guess what? There ain't no fucking point to living then. I should have been out partying and getting high and not caring about if I fucking OD, which I didn't. But right now, I should be like, fuck it. Ain't nothing after life. There's no point. Might as well enjoy it while I'm here. That's the only point. Because if there's nothing after death, shit. Why would I try and be good? And I don't mean nice. I mean good. Yeah, exactly, Curtis. Yep. You're absolutely right. The danger of that fentanyl and shit. So anyways, NA meetings are hard for me because, as you guys see, I've been on this live for over an hour and I've only touched this much of the fucking situation because I'm very detail oriented. I cannot tell where I'm at in my struggle in 2 minutes. But fortunately, this was a small meeting and they give you 5 minutes. At NA meetings, it's 2 to 5 minutes on open discussion meetings. That's not enough when you're first time coming in, especially, you know. So I don't like that part. I don't like that it says God in the readings that they read at the beginning of every meeting, but you can't say God. You have to say my higher power. And I understand why that is, because, you know, there's a lot of Bible thumpers out there. And if somebody feels like NA or AA is going to be a Bible thumping, they're going to get beat with the Bible. Well, they're not going to come most likely. So I do understand, but that's things that for me, if I'm going to believe in Jesus as the creator, and I'm amongst sinners just like myself, and I can't speak about him, well, I'm committing a horrible fucking sin because I'm amongst sinners and I'm not talking about how Jesus can save them. Right? And I'm just saying if that's what you believe, okay? I struggle, but I still it always comes back to Jesus. It just always does. No matter what route I take, no matter what religion I look into, somehow I always come back to, well, the thing that makes the most fucking sense is the Bible. That makes no sense. So, that being said, so you guys know where I'm at. I'm at high risk of relapse right now. Extremely high risk. Yeah, I know you. Curtis knows where I'm at. He understands, and I know some people do. Ted, I don't know. I don't know if we've ever discussed if you have a history of that. Ted, you're awful quiet. Is YouTube filtering your comments away like that does Rob and other people at times? I've only seen your one comment, Ted Neitzel. He must have heard me say Jesus and said, fuck this shit. This ain't a chainsaw video. I don't want to hear it. I don't know. Are you here, Ted? Ted Neitzel? Ted Neitzel? I was calling him Ted Neitzel, and he told me, by the way, it's Ted Neitzel. I said, well, shit, neighbor, did you dirty? Fucking love Ted. He's a good dude. I don't know if he's here or not. I have no idea. There you go. There's Ted Neitzel. Good, Ted. You just quiet listening, huh? When's he going to talk about me? He usually talks about me. I already did. Now I did again. Yeah, so I hope you guys understand, like Ted and Curtis and Mama Dukes and well, really everybody, anybody that's a part of this channel, especially long term. I like you guys to know where I'm at, and right now where I'm at is I gotta go lay down because my neck is hurting so bad I don't even want to talk anymore. But I'm at extremely high risk of relapse. And Luca. Well, hello, neighbor Luca. I don't know what's good right now. What's good is my neighbors. That's what's good. Some of the advice that I received from my elders about... Yeah, I know you know all about the... hurting terrible from being at Tazapalooza. Yeah, what the hell is Tazapalooza? I've seen that and I've never had a chance. I'm guessing that's Tasman Kenny Fuller's event. Something he's put together. You're gonna get my channel shut down, Curtis! That's something me and Rob talked about last night too, how YouTube immensely filters the videos and shut down and take down a lot of videos, or they won't let you monetize if you say certain things, like you can't basically say you own a gun, or it restricts your monetization. You can only get a little bit of money if your video is popular. Shit. Yeah, no, Ted, I didn't know if you ever had a history of addiction or not. I don't think we ever talked about that, and I guess I would say, because maybe you haven't. Yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I'm just trying to be honest with you. The reason I do that is because I love you guys. Can I say I own noisemakers? Pow Pals. Oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't certain, Ted, but yeah, he says just alcohol. But honestly, Ted, if somebody's addicted to alcohol, they got it worse than somebody addicted to anything else. Meth, heroin, crack, cocaine. That's not in every single fucking store. It's not. Yeah, there you go, Curtis. I wonder if BoobTube will pick up on the name. The name of King Jesus. The name of the Father. Alcoholics got it worse. Because almost every state. Now, there are some states that you can only buy liquor at a liquor store, but then there's beer everywhere else. So you go to the gas station, there's alcohol. You go to Walmart, there's alcohol. You go to Publix or Kroger's or whatever grocery store you have, Piggly Wiggly, there's almost always alcohol right in front of your face. TV ads, if you watch regular TV, if you don't pay for premium and you watch ads on here. Alcohol, 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 alcohol. Luca, I may have. I saw a "What's good, my man," and I acknowledge that comment, but I don't see another one, and I honestly can't. I'm sorry, I can't do that with my neck right now. I will go back and look at them, neighbor Luca, after the video processes. If I missed something, or you can restate it right now, what you think I missed. Yeah, see, this is where my pain is literally. I just have to go lay down. And that sucks. But I will keep you guys. Okay, I'm going to let Luca say what he has to say again, and then I'm going to get going. I will keep you guys posted, but I'm going to be honest with you. If I relapse, I'll tell you. You know, it might be a while. And it's physical and emotional right now. That's why I have to go to meetings. Because it might not be perfect, but right now, I think it's the only thing. That's right. The Ruach HaKodesh, Holy Spirit, Elohim, Adonai, Yahweh, Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, Yeshua HaMashiach. The beginning, the end, the word, the truth, the light. The lamb who was slain. The lion. Isn't it interesting? Jesus Christ in the Bible. And let's just talk about it as a book. Nothing more. We don't have to talk about it as a spiritual thing. The man they talk about in the Bible, he's both lion and lamb. Fascinating. He's both ferocious, a ferocious killer, and a gentle little lamb. Oh, Luca, right on. You're welcome, neighbor. Shit, I think there's other guys that could do way better for that. The guys that do the cutoffs, and I was going to try and get there at some point, but I don't like just doing videos that other people did just to get views, you know? And most of the guys that are chainsaw guys on my channel, they have seen, or they watch consistently the other guys that teach that stuff, and so I'm like, well, you know, repetition is good if you're trying to learn something, but anyways, that's what I said. Tin Man, he knows his fucking saws. That guy, in my opinion, honestly, he's right up there. I don't know who's better, Iron Horse or Tin Man, when it comes to the knowledge. But Tin Man is just a liar. That's my problem. He says he's just a humble guy, but he's not. He says he reads comments, but he doesn't. You know, again, you don't heart a comment that says I'm going to rape your wife and beat your newborn baby. Who the fuck does that? If that was me, I'd be finding out who that motherfucker was. And I'd be showing up at the front fucking door. Pistol in hand. Asking him, what now, motherfucker? You gonna threaten my family? You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. Anyways, so... Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, neighbor. I noticed... it's kind of cool because I have seen a couple of the small engine guys model some of the stuff I've done on the channel. And not just the work, but like giveaways and stuff. I've seen more giveaways on other channels recently, you know, where they're doing, if they make a mistake in the video. I saw, it was awesome. I saw, Greasy Shop Rag did a carb stand giveaway because something he said in the video, and I had literally just done that, with t-shirts. Oh, that was the other thing. I don't see Simon here. I don't see Greasy Shop Rag here. And I don't see Jamie Wykes here. They won the t-shirts. The t-shirts are finally on the fucking way to my house. Spring Tea has been doing me hella dirty. Okay, the channel will stay up, you guys. Please understand that. I'm not just going to delete the whole channel. I've thought about it, but I'm not going to. If at some point I find that I'm not making more content, yeah, then I might take the channel down permanently. But again, I'll tell you guys if I'm going to do it. What was I saying about? I was going to say something about the some of the advice I received. So I know I didn't finish that thought. Oh, several people that are regulars on this channel tell me they rely on this channel. It's hard to explain it, but that's a big responsibility. When you're a light in somebody's life and can give them just a moment of feeling better, in my opinion, even if just one person tells you that, that should be enough to make you fucking push and drive through anything. Ray Cooper. Ray Cooper? You said, I'm here, Matthew. I don't recognize your name, neighbor. Ray Cooper. Oh, God, I can't reach this fucking thing, but I can't scoot closer. Oh, Curtis is talking about some of the other guys that are good. Yeah, I've never watched Bellhopper. I need to watch him. I've had several people mention him. But back to what I was saying. I was telling the neighbor I was talking to last night. Because I've tried to get advice from a couple people. And actually, Curtis and I were on the phone for what? We've had 2 phone calls that went, I think, damn near to 4 hours or just over 4 hours. You know? Discussing all kinds of different things. And, you know, just trying to be iron sharpens iron. As human beings, no matter what the fuck we believe, we should be trying to make each other better and lift one another up and be honest with one another and hold each other accountable and hold ourselves accountable. It doesn't matter what you need or what you believe. It just doesn't matter. Ray Cooper, I don't recognize your name. Are you new here? I'm so sorry. I don't recognize your name. Yeah, I can't remember. We fucking actually ended up, I was wrapping up for bed and I was like, I know if I call Curtis, I might end up being real late. But the sun was coming up when we got off the phone. And, you know, the time just poof. But that's because we were sharing different things and we were talking about the Bible. We were talking about life, you know. And you have to meditate on those conversations after they're over, because in the conversation you might have heard things that you don't agree with. But when you go back and you think about it, sometimes what happens is, yeah, you know, that person has a point, you know. Yeah, right. So I will still be here in that aspect, and I can use the support, so you guys feel free to reach out. When people share their burdens with me, it helps me. It helps me. And so to finish up my last little thought there, I'm so sorry, guys. I gotta go lay down. My neck is just fucking hurting so bad. I just want to push it forward. It feels like it's just falling forward, and I can't get my, you know, my shoulders being bad too makes my posture be like this. And so if I could be like this normally, my neck probably wouldn't be that bad, but my shoulders are fucked up too. The advice, you know, I was expressing how I feel, that I feel almost guilty, because to me, like I said, one person saying they rely on you, they rely on your videos to make their life better and easier and bring joy to their life, that should be able to drive a man through anything, in my opinion. And this neighbor told me, you know, I don't think, you know, it's bad. And it's hard for me because it's a heavy burden, and I want to fulfill carrying that burden properly, but I am struggling. And so the other side of that, however, is I have always told you guys at the end of my videos, I love all you neighbors, even though I fucking suck at it. Okay? So the other side of that is, if you can't love yourself, you can't love your neighbor. And if you can't love yourself, others can't properly love you. And so I Oh yeah, I just remembered another thought I started earlier and I didn't finish. So I'll finish this one, then I'll finish that one, and I think I'm done. I am struggling with it because I just want to put out videos and continue to channel, and I don't want my fucking pain to stop me. For pain to stop a grown-ass man is... Well, I know a few of you understand what I'm talking about. Ted Neitzel, I know you're feeling it right now, neighbor. But I haven't been able to recover from working on braiding saw all night. I just don't know why. I've been down 5 days. Actually, I think today's day 6. I can't remember. So I'm struggling with a little bit of guilt and a lot of sorrow over not being able to just keep going. And then the other thought, see, damn it, I forgot the other thought I didn't finish earlier. Let me see if I can get it. Nope, it has vanished. I don't remember. Shit. Okay, so I left something unfinished. I know I do that sometimes. Sorry, neighbors. I appreciate that, Curtis. Thank you. I do. So, all of that being said, you guys, I'm sure as soon as I turn the camera off, I'll remember what the fuck I didn't finish talking about. But it is what it is. I need positive vibes and prayers, whatever. You know, I need my neck fixed, you guys. If we can get the neck pain under control, we can rock and roll, for sure. But for now... Oh, I think the thought is coming back. Neighbors. No, I already mentioned that if you can't love yourself, you can't love others. Self-care. Self-care. You gotta take care of yourself sometimes. So, yeah. So, in a way, it's... Oh! My pain... Why... One of the reasons... This is my final thought. One of the reasons that I'm not pushing through my pain right now is because... I think I did say this. I think I did finish this thought. I'll say it again, though. I make very costly mistakes. Okay? I fuck shit up. It's like last night when I just pushed myself through to make some food for Uncle. I fucked up my rice and made it soggy as hell because I just was too lazy to measure the water properly. I put too much water in it, in a steamer. I hurt too bad. And then I just threw the fucking meat in the pan and didn't do nothing with it. And so it come out tough. You know? So... What the hell is that? I cause my wheels to spin by working in pain when it's just so heavy. And I just can't do it. I'm so tired of having to go backwards because I fucked something up. Because my pain distracts me in addition to my brain injury. So they kind of feed one another. You see what I'm saying? Just like pain and depression feed each other. So, I don't think it's quitting yet, you guys. We just have to wait and see what happens with these doctors, okay? Hopefully I don't end up a fucking drug addict again, because I'm not a drug addict. I was a drug addict. Redemption doesn't mean you still are. Confess your sins and He is faithful to forgive them. He will remember them no more. Simple as that, right? So you're not an addict unless you're actively using or drinking. You were an addict. You just have to be aware you're at high risk of becoming an addict again with certain things. But again, we're all addicted to something, okay? So, thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate your support. You guys are fucking awesome. I wouldn't have been able to push this hard for this long without you guys. And we'll see what happens. That's all we can do, right, you guys? One day at a time for now. And we'll see where it is. And a special thank you to the guys that have helped me in this past week, taking time out of their day to talk on the phone or message back and forth to kind of help me figure out what to say here and how to explain where I'm at. I appreciate that as well. So a special thank you to those neighbors. That's right, Luca. So that's gonna be it. So we'll say Be kind to one another. Everyone is facing a battle. My battle right now is I'm in so much fucking pain. It's destroying my life. And I'm at risk of getting back on drugs to stop my pain. I just mentioned your shirt's on the way to my house. Once it gets to my house, it'll be on the way to the UK within a couple days. Okay? No fret. Because those are easy projects. And I hate having loose ends in my head. Too many loose ends. Too many projects. Too many things that need completed. So, Simon, you came in right as I'm leaving. And I'm so sorry, neighbor. I have to go lay down. But you will be able to watch this video, obviously. Just go to the live playlist or the live tab on your phone or computer, and you'll be able to be kind to one another. Everyone is facing a battle. It doesn't completely destroy my 3.5 years of sobriety. I love all you neighbors, even though I fucking suck at it. And I'm still going to say until next time, because I'm pretty sure, whatever it is, there will be a next time on the YouTube channel. We just might not be doing manual labor. Everybody stay up. Take care of one another. Love you guys. See ya.